What's up, everybody? This is Dustin with Emerald Landscapes. We are over here in Lacombe, Louisiana today doing an install on this beautiful new construction. Brandon and Randy are finishing things up as we speak, and this is going to be a cool little process video for it. We turned this really small, uncohesive garden into something that is really beautiful, really woody, lots of color. It's a real gem. Check it out. First things first, as with any new garden install, we've got to get rid of the sod here. We got super lucky on this one in that this was a new construction, so the sod was laid down pretty recently, so it came up very easily. The other benefit to this is that whenever they installed the sod, they did a fantastic job in that they brought in some mason sand to lay the sod on top of, so the drainage here is absolutely fantastic. Anytime you're putting down sod, I would definitely recommend using mason sand or gravel sand. Never, never river sand. What you're looking at right here are some blueberry bushes that we've got going against the woods. We've got coral drift roses. These are really fun because they're easy to take care of. You almost have to do nothing. It's low maintenance, not no maintenance, and it provides some color. As our backdrop, we're going to use some Japanese yew. These will get pretty tall, and the house is raised, so it should really work well as a backdrop. Nice and lush and green. These are Getty White Agapanthus. There's a few different varieties of Agapanthus. This is a white variety, but again, these grow really quickly. This is a blue point juniper. Any landscape that we design, we want to have some sort of vertical element, and this ties into the woody theme. There were a few plants that were already here, and we saved absolutely everything that we could. This is Randy and I pulling up a palm tree that was there. Here's the blue point juniper going in. And Randy here is going to go down the line and pop in these Agapanthus. We did amend the soil after the fact with some garden soil with a heavy organic content. Because this is laid in mason sand, the drainage is exceptional, but it also dries out really quickly. So amending the soil with something that is heavy in organic matter is going to provide both nutrients but also moisture retention. The other benefit is that in this particular property, underneath the sand was clay, and clay itself generally holds on to both moisture and nutrients much more tightly than sand or silt. Now we got the yews going in. As I mentioned, these are intended to be a background or a backdrop. These are going to be the tallest component eventually. So it'll be a nice lush evergreen backdrop that everything else will sit in front of. And as I mentioned, the guys are going back right here. They're getting this really nice garden soil and sort of raking it into the sand itself. You can see we've got a little section on the front side of this garden next to the sidewalk where we didn't put anything. We wanted to leave a little spot for the customer to put some annuals, so she'll have a little bit of flexibility there to put in anything that she wants. And now our pine straw going down. I generally use pine straw for a few reasons. It's cheap, it's easy to put down, and most importantly, it doesn't float away if the yard floods. Randy's putting down a little bit of landscape fabric here, and most, if not all of our landscape designs, we like to have a rock border up against the house just as a drip edge. This house had gutters, so a little less important, but especially if you don't have gutters, you don't want the water dripping into the garden and splashing dirt all over your beautiful home. Brandon here is just finishing up with some pine straw. He's really getting it in there. Look at that detail. product. I hope y'all like it. Remember, if you like this type of content, we absolutely love providing it. So please like, share, and subscribe.